Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to configure matrix-based absence plan with partial accrual period proration. In HCM Cloud, we also have an option to configure formula-based absence plan, but that option is something excluded for this demonstration today. So we will be focusing only on matrix-based absence plan for now. In general, any absence accrual plan requirement comes with accrual calendar, accrual period, accrual rate, proration, ceiling, carryover, etc. Accrual calendar and accrual period need not be the same always. Accrual calendar is the duration within which an employee will earn specific amount of absence accruals, maybe as a one-time credit or in multiple installments. If the employee receives it as a multiple installments, then the period of each installment is called as accrual period. In HCM Cloud absence plan configuration, the one-time credit can be configured using front-loaded option, and the credit in multiple installments can be configured using incremental option. We will be covering both the options in this video. These are the basic accrual plan requirements which we are going to configure. If you look at the first requirement, it says front-loaded, fixed credit in advance once per accrual calendar, and proration. EE study leave will be the name of absence type, and EE study leave plan will be the name of the absence plan. Absence plan is something where we will configure all the accrual related configurations. Accrual calendar will be the calendar year, that is 1st Jan to 31st December. Accrual method is 18 days of advance credit at the beginning of the accrual period. Accrual proration is to be based on hire date and or termination date. For example, if the employee is hired as of 1st of July, then it has to be prorated for 6 months, that is from July until December. As per this requirement, the employee should get only 9 days instead of 18 days. Accrual ceiling would be 36 days. This will be the maximum number of days that the absence plan can hold at any point in time. And the carryover from one accrual calendar to the next would be maximum of 6 days. If you look at this requirement, we are going to credit the accrual once in advance. So we will be using front-loaded method while configuring the absence plan. Now, if you look at the next requirement, it says incremental fixed credit at end of every calendar month and proration. We are going to keep EE earned leave and EE earned leave plan as a name of the absence type and absence plan respectively. Accrual calendar will be the calendar year. Accrual method will be 2 days of incremental credit at the end of every month. So here 12 times of incremental credit will happen in one accrual calendar period. This plan requires proration based on hire date and or termination date. Accrual ceiling will be 120 days and the maximum carryover will be 10 days. The major differences between these two plans are the credit method. In the first plan, we are making the full credit in advance, and in the second plan, the credit happens at the end of every month. I hope we are pretty clear on the requirements now. These are all the configurations that we need to do for both the absence plans as per our requirement. The first step would be configuring the recurring period. We will be configuring a monthly recurring period for EE earned leave and then assign it to the absence plan later on. This is not applicable for EE study leave because it will be one-time credit as of accrual calendar start date. The next step is to create the partial period accrual rate proration formula. This formula is to make sure that the proration happens when hiring or termination happens during the accrual period. The next step is to create the absence plan. We will assign the recurring period and fast formula here. And the final step is to create the absence type, and we will assign the absence plan here. I have provided the navigations to do these configurations for reference. You can also find these formulas in the description of this video as a downloadable content for reference. Once the configurations are done, then we will go ahead and perform some testing as we do for all our demonstrations. The test cases that we are seeing here is not definitely a comprehensive test plan. As you know, the testing scope will be vast when it comes to absence accruals. So we will limit the testing by covering up only the basic test scenarios, as you can see here, that are specific to our requirement. This table has got the test scenarios for EE study leave plan for which the accrual credit is going to happen once in a calendar year. Let's take a look and understand each test cases mentioned here. In the first test case, the employee is hired as of 1st June 2020 and active throughout 2020 and 2021. There is no termination exist for this employee. We know the accrual calendar for this plan. It is a calendar year that starts from 1st Jan 2020, and as per the requirement, the accrual rate has to be prorated when the hiring or termination occurs during the accrual calendar. Since this employee is hired during the accrual calendar, this employee should not get the full credit of 18 days in 2020. This has to be prorated for the duration from 1st of June 2020 until 31st December 2020. So the calculation goes like this. We have 366 days in 2020. So for 366 days, it is 18 days. So we need to calculate it for 214 days, that is from 1st of June 2020 until 31st December 2020, and we will get 10.52 days. And in 2021, this employee should get the full credit along with the carryover from 2020. The same employee record is used in the second test case. Here, whatever we discussed for the year 2020 remains the same, but the proration should happen in the year of 2021 as this employee is terminated as of 16th August 2021. So the prorated accrual rate from 1st of Jan 2021 until 16th of August 2021 would be 11.24 along with the carryover from 2020. And in the final test case, both hiring and termination happened within the accrual calendar year of 2021. So here the prorated accrual rate from 1st of June 2021 until 16th of August 2021 would be 3.8 days. I have mentioned the calculations, if you can see here, wherever proration happens. This table has got test scenarios for EE earned leave plan for which the accrual credit is going to happen at the end of every calendar month. In the first test case, the employee is hired as of 1st of June 2020. So the expected prorated accrual rate in 2020 would be 14 days, that is for 7 months. In 2021, it should be 16 days of accrual from Jan 2021 until August 2021, along with 10 days of carryover from the year 2020. The same employee record is used in the second test case. Here, whatever we discussed for the year 2020 remains the same, but the proration should happen in the year of 2021 as this employee is terminated as of 16th of August 2021. So from Jan to July, it should be 2 days per month, that is 14 days, and in August it has to be prorated for 16 days, that is from 1st of August until 16th of August, so it will be 1.03 days. And the final test case is almost similar to the test case 2, as you can see here. You can see the calculations in this table wherever proration happens. Now we have an understanding of our requirements and what needs to be tested as well. Let's go ahead and get into the system to do the required configurations. The first step is to create the EE monthly repeating period. To create that, under My Client Groups, click on Absence, scroll down, click on Repeating Time Periods, click on New icon, enter the name of the repeating time period. Select Accrual Processing so that it will be available for us to use it in the absence plan. Select Monthly as a period type. Select Calendar Months as a period length. For this demonstration, I am going to use 1st Jan 2015 for all the configurations. Click on Save and Close. The next step is to create the fast formulas for partial period accrual rate proration. To do that, click on My Client Groups. Under Quick Actions, click on Show More. Scroll down to Payroll. Click on Fast Formulas. Click on Create icon. Enter the name of the formula. Select Global Absence Partial Period Accrual Rate as a type. Set the effective start date. Click on Continue. I already have the formula ready and it is copied. I'm just pasting it. In this formula, it is important that we understand the inputs and the value it holds. IV accrual will hold the accrual rate of the matrix from the absence plan. IV accrual period start date and IV accrual period end date will be the frequency of the repeating period. Since we are going to use front-loaded option for EE study leave plan, this period will be equivalent to the accrual calendar period. IV calendar start date and IV calendar end date will be the accrual calendar period. IV plan enrollment start date is the date when this plan is assigned to the employee, and IV plan enrollment end date will be the date when the plan is unenrolled from the employee. After input section, we will be having local variables and the calculation part as per our requirement. You can refer this formula in detail, which is available in the description section. Now we can click on save. Once it is saved, we can go up and we can click on compile button. The compilation process is started now. We can click on refresh to see the compilation status. We need to make sure that the compilation status is complete. Now the compilation status is complete. We can go back. We can create the next formula. Now we have successfully created both the formulas. The one ends with yearly will be used for EE study leave plan, and the one ends with monthly will be used for EE earned leave plan. The next step is to create the absence plan. Under My Client Groups, click on Absence. Click on Absence Plans. Click on Create icon. Set the effective start date. Select the legislation. I am going to select United Kingdom. Keep the plan type as accrual. Click on Continue. Enter the name of the leave plan. Select the legislative data group as GB legislative data group. Set the status as active. Set the unit of measure as days. Keep the type as calendar year, and I am going to use the same effective start date as the calendar start date. Keep the default values as it is for other fields and click on participation. Keep the enrollment start rule and enrollment end rule as of event. This will make sure that the hiring and the termination event is taken care of for the plan assignment. We are not going to set any other criteria in this section. Click on accruals. In the beginning of this video, I just mentioned that the accrual plan can be configured using either matrix or formula, but in this demonstration we are going to use only matrix. Accrual method will be front loaded for EE study leave plan, and I am selecting the formula that we have created for this absence plan. and ceiling rule I'm saying include in matrix. Carryover limit rule I'm selecting include in matrix. Click on create under accrual matrix. There will be a row inserted. Set the sequence as 10. Click on expression builder icon. Enter 1 equal to 1 so that this accrual matrix will be applicable for all. Click on OK. Select the accrual rate as 18. Accrual ceiling will be 36. Carryover will be 6. We are not going to do any configurations in entries and balances area. Scroll up and click on save and close. Click on the create icon to create the next absence plan. Set the effective start date. Select the legislation as United Kingdom. Keep the accrual as the plan type and click on continue. Enter the name of the absence plan here. Select the legislative data group. Set the status as active. Select the UAM as days. I have just selected the plan term type as the calendar year and set 1st Jan 2015 as the calendar start date. Click on accruals as we are not going to do anything on participation. Here select the first formula that we have created for this plan. Accrual method will be incremental. Balance frequency source will be repeating period. Select the repeating period that we have created at step 1. Select include in matrix for ceiling rule. Select include in matrix for carryover limit rule. Click on create icon under accrual matrix. Set the sequence. Enter 1 equal to 1 as the open criteria. Click on OK. Accrual rate will be 2 days per month. Ceiling would be 120 days. Carryover limit would be 10 days. Scroll up. We are not going to do anything for entries and balances. Click on save and close. Now we have successfully completed the absence plan configuration. The final step is to create the absence types. To do that, under my client groups, click on absences. Click on absence types. Click on create icon. Set the effective start date. Select the legislation. Keep generic absence as a pattern and click on continue. Here enter the name of the absence type. Select days as the unit of measure. Select the legislative data group. Set the status as active. Scroll down and enable this absence for employees, managers and administrative updates. Keep the default values for other fields as it is and click on plans and reasons. Click on select and add under absence plans. Select EE study leave plan. Set the priority as 10 and click on OK. We are not going to do any configurations at display features and action items. Click on save and close. Click on create icon to create the next absence type. I have selected almost all the values as similar as the previous absence type except the name. Click on plans and reasons. Click on select and add under absence plans. Select EE earned leave plan. Set the priority as 10. Click on OK. Keep the default values under display features and action items as it is and click on save and close. Now we have completed the absence type configurations. We can see the status, it is active. All the configuration tasks are completed now. We can go ahead and do some testing as per our test cases. As per the first test case, the employee has to be hired as of 1st June 2020. So I am creating the new employee record for the first test case. To do that, under my client groups, click on new person. Click on hire an employee. I entered 1st June 2020 as a hire date. And I am selecting UK legal entity as a legal employer. The legislative data group that is assigned with this legal employer has to be the one assigned with the absence plan and absence type. I am entering the basic details. Click on next. Click on next. I am entering the business unit. This is the mandatory field in assignment. And I am assigning the payroll as well. Scroll up. Click on next. We are not entering any details here. Click on next and then submit. The new employee record is created successfully now. We can go ahead and bring up the employee record now. Click on person management. I am searching the employee with the name. Click on the employee name. Click on the task icon. Click on absence records. Scroll down. If you see here, both the plans have been already enrolled to this employee as of hire date. Now we click on EE study leave plan. Let us first check the accruals in 2020. We can choose any date as the balance calculation date, because for this plan the accrual period is the calendar year. Click on go. If you see here, the accrual rate has been prorated from 1st of June until 31st of December 2020 as per our first test case. If I click on details, we will see when this accrual is credited. It is credited as of 1st June 2020 and the status shows projected because we have not run the accruals for the plan yet. Okay, now let's check the accruals in 2021. Click on go. If you see the first row, 18 days have been credited. This is the full credit for the year 2021. And in the second row, minus 4.52 days as a forfeiture. This is the number of days left over in 2020 after the carryover process. And in the third row, the carryover shows 6 days. The net entitlement for the year 2021 would be 24 days as you can see here. So we got the expected accrual rate here in 2021. We can go to the next test case now. The same employee record is used for the second test case as well, with the termination date as of 16th of August 2021. Click on OK. We will go ahead and do the termination. Click on the task here. Click on work relationship. Click the drop down. Select terminate. Select 16th August 2021 as the notification date and termination date. Click on review and then click on submit. Click on OK. We can close this person record and then we can requery it. Click on the task and then click on absence records. Scroll down to EE study leave plan. Here, since we have already terminated this employee as of 16th August 2021, here the enrollment has been end dated as of termination date. We can click on EE study leave plan to see the accrual breakup. In the first test case, we saw the 3 records starting from second row. Now after termination, the periodic accrual happened as of termination date with minus 6.76 days. This makes the overall net entitlement as of last working day as 17.24. So for the second test case, we got the expected results here. We will go ahead and do the testing for the third test case. Click on OK and then we will create the new employee record for the third test case. Click on close. Click on new person. Click on hire an employee. For the third test case, we need to hire an employee as of 1st June 2021. Click on next. Click on next. Enter the business unit and the payroll. Scroll up. Click on next. Click on next and then click on submit. Click on OK. We can go back and bring up the employee record that we have created just now. Click on person management. Click on the employee name. As per the third test case, we need to terminate this employee as of 16th of August 2021. But before we terminate this employee, we can just go and check the accrual as of now. Click on the task. Click on the absence records. Scroll down to the plans. Click on EE study leave plan. If you see here, the accrual rate has been already prorated from 1st of June 2021 until the year end. Now we will go ahead and terminate this employee as of 16th of August 2021. Click on OK. Click on the task. Click on work relationship. Click on the drop down. Select terminate. Terminate the employee as of 16th of August. Click on review. Click on submit. Click on OK. We can close this record and we can requery it. Click on the name of the employee. Click on the task. Click on absence records. Scroll down. Click on EE study leave plan and let's see the breakup. Only the annual accrual of 10.55 days as of 1st of June 2021 was there earlier before termination. Now the surplus credit that happened after 16th of August 2021 until the year end has been subtracted from the entitlement. That makes the overall entitlement as 3.79 days. And now this balance is matching with the expected result from our test case number 3. We have now completed all the 3 test cases successfully for EE study leave plan. Let us go ahead and do the testing for EE earned leave plan as well. For the test case 1, the employee has to be hired as of 1st of June 2020. If you can recollect, we have already created an employee record with the same hire date earlier for the EE study leave plan test cases. We can reuse the same employee record to perform this test case. Click on person management. Bring up the employee record. Click on the task and then click on absence records. Click on EE earned leave plan. For this leave plan, as per the requirement, it should be 2 days of leave credit at the end of every calendar month. So we will go ahead and do the testing for the year 2020 first. I am setting 31st December 2020 as the balance calculation date here and click on go. I will just detach this table. If you see here, starting from June until December 2020, we have 2 days credit for each month. So there are 7 occurrences happened. This makes it as the overall net entitlement for 2020 as 14 days. Now we will go ahead and check the accruals in the year of 2021. And to test the accrual in year 2021, I am selecting August 31st, 2021 as the balance calculation date. Click on go. Detach the table here. If you see here from the bottom, as of 1st of Jan 2021, the carryover happened from the previous period. It is 10 days. Forfeiture is minus 4 days. This is the leftover days after the carryover in 2020. And starting from Jan until August, we have 2 days of credit for each month. That makes the overall balance 26 days as of end of August. So here we got the expected accrual as per the test case number 1. Let us go ahead and do the test case number 2. To do that, we need to terminate this employee as of 16th of August 2021. Click on OK. Click on the task. Click on work relationship. Click on terminate here. I will close this record and I will re-query it. Click on EE Earned Leave Plan. We will test the year 2020 first. So here the accrual did not change. We will check the year 2021. I detach the table. If you see here, now the August accrual has been prorated only for the number of working days in the month. That makes the net entitlement as of termination date as 25.03 days. Now we got the expected result for the test case number 2 as well. Let us go ahead and do the final test case for this demonstration now. For the final test case, the employee has to be hired as of 1st June 2021. If you can recollect, we already have this employee record available in the system which we have used for our previous test case. We can reuse the same employee record for test case number 3 here. Click on the employee name. Click on the task. Click on absence records. Scroll down. Click on EE Earned Leave Plan. This employee is hired as of 1st of June. So for the month of June, he has got 2 days of leave credit, and for the month of July, he has got 2 days of credit. Now let us go ahead and terminate this employee as of 16th of August 2021. Click on OK. I will close this record and I will re-query it. Click on the task. Click on absence records. Click on EE Earned Leave Plan. Now the accrual for the month of August 2021 has been prorated for the number of working days in the month. That makes the overall accrual as 5.03 days. And we got the expected result for the test case number 3 as well. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching.